Hang on. So I'm just putting my jumper on, guys, and girls. It's better. Any? Yeah, guys, I've done 3 days. Believe it or not, some of you are probably going to fall off your seats. Yeah, I've given up weed. That's why I've not been too active. Um, but yeah, I believe I've done 3 days now, and I've got to say, 3 days of complete hell. But like I've said many a times, I know I can do it, and I've done it. I've gone through the worst now, which is the first 3 days are pretty horrendous. Um, but the urge to go and get some weed has now subsided. I haven't got that. Last night, yesterday, and the previous 24 hours, I felt really physically sick and just withdrawing from the cannabis. Basically, what you got to remember, guys, is when people start smoking cannabis, when you first start, you might go dizzy, you might go white or be sick or whatever. And what that actually is, guys, that's the weed poisoning you, basically. And that's now leaving me. Um, but yeah, I would have been on and made another video, by the way, guys, but I've had issues with the Free Network. Who've been doing work on the network, and this is the first time I've actually been able to get a decent download speed to obviously and an upload speed to do a video. But yeah, 3 days off the weed. Um, am I going back on the weed? Why have I given up the weed? You're probably asking. Why have I given up the weed? I'll tell you why. Because ever since I've been on my ADHD meds, I've been on the weed. I've never tried the meds on their own. And I wouldn't want to be going through the rest of my life being a weed smoker, knowing that if I stop the weed on the other side, there's something better. Um, so yeah. Am I going back on the weed? No. I'm not going back down that route. In fact, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to invest all my money in the channel and in records. So get ready for some new stuff happening on this channel. Anyway, a big shout out to all the subscribers. Um, yeah, I'm going to invest all my money back into what I'm doing here, basically. So there's going to be a lot more going on. Which is probably going to enable me to do quite a bit, to be honest with you. I've moved the tent. That's now in a different position in the garden. Not completely sorted it all out yet, but I'll do that tomorrow. The only issue I might have is dropping off to sleep. But I've done 3 days now, which is the hardest. Plus all my pals and that smoke. But that's it. I'm done with it. And hopefully I'll better crack on with my house and actually get things sorted and do a lot more off the weed. Got quite a bit going on at the minute, so it's probably best I did stop. But what will I be investing in? I'm going to get my how much money do they give me for autism? Well, you don't. What's that Yilong Mat instrumentals? Back over this side of the room. You don't actually get paid, sir, for autism. It's not. Oh, I've got autism. I've got this. how much am I going to get? It's not like that. What it is with personal independence payments in the United Kingdom, well, in England, it's all separate now. In England, what it is how your autism affects your daily life. Equating, but everybody's different. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, because I'm the age that I am, it affects me quite a bit. But yeah, as for money, you can get. Well, it depends really on what condition you've got, but they won't just give you money. You can't just roll up and say, I've got autism, where's me money? It's quite a stringent process you have to go through. Yes, I do pay rent. I pay bedroom tax on 2 bedrooms, which is £210, £20 a month. That comes out of my money. I also pay council tax, which comes out of my money. So all the money that they give you, you don't necessarily get to spend. It's very common in England. They'll give it to you with one hand and take it away with another, which is very common. I fancy going in the next room where my records and that are, but I daren't move, guys, because I think I'll lose my signal. I fancy a coffee, but should we attempt to go down and make a coffee? Should we attempt? If my signal disappears, I will be back. But yeah, there's gonna be all new things happening on the channel. Oh, feels weird. Did they find Nick? Where are you from? Elon? No, I was born, and I'm the youngest after my father for 20 years. But anyway, we're going to go downstairs. So I still got a bit of leg pain. Right, get the kettle on. And I might have to go into the tent to get my cream. Already made a complaint to the pre-network. I was asking, where do you come from? I believe. It might be right here. This is where I was before. No, I don't live in a tent. It's only because it's been a bit warm here. I've been out in a tent because it's cooler. And before anyone asks, no, it isn't a joint. It's a roll-up. Oh, I know I forgot to get out of there. My tablets, but it doesn't matter. My tablets, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, 3 days off the weed, eh? To be honest, last time I gave up the weed, it lasted a bit longer. The withdrawal. But I think the more times you give up, the easier it gets. In my situation. But yeah. Got to buy myself a 4-season tent now, which I'm going to be out in the snow. Got to get, what else have I got to get? Some records. I might even start venturing into, obviously I'm a two-tone collector. I might venture into the big ticket two-tone stuff. Obviously, you're talking hundreds of pounds then. But obviously you invest, say you invested £200 in a specials record, a rare specials record, and you hang on to that, you're going to be making a lot of money. You're going to be doubling your money, if not more, depending on how long you hold on to that record for. Obviously, a lot of things affect the record market as well. When artists pass away, the prices shoot right up, which I've seen with the specials and I've seen with the beat. But yeah, I'm going to start looking for big ticket stuff. And also going to be going to some concerts. We'll be going to see the Selector next month up in London at Coco. So I'll be going live from the Selector concert, which will be rather good. But yeah, it's all good. Don't get me wrong. I guess I've used weed over the years as a medication because of my autism and ADHD. It obviously affects me differently, but enough of that. Might even get myself a little van. Little van to shoot about in and do me bits and bobs. And that will help me when I go to do my little exhibition, obviously with a van. I'm going to be moving around places. But yeah, nice little van, little small van. Put all my bits and bobs in. Anyway, whatever you're doing, guys, have a good one. I'll be back later.